See you later, Mount Gambier. It's been fun. Man, this is probably our coldest morning. It's extremely fresh, as Andrew likes to put it, outside. Whew. See my breath? It's cold. We've reached another border. Yay! This will be the 4th state we've been in now on our trip. We were rather unimpressed by the sign for entry. In fact, we passed it on the first round and had to turn around and come back. But we've chosen to do the coastal route to go into Victoria along the Southern Ocean Road and over to Portland. So maybe if you take the inland route, the sign is more impressive. And we were going to leave a rock here, but we weren't sure how many people would even stop at this particular, sign. So anyways, all right, well, we've reached Victoria, you guys. Yes. Okay, so Portland's there, and that's where we're heading at the moment. So let's keep driving.
Bye bye, South Australia.
Bye bye, South Australia. We loved you.
Black ice, death.
All over the road.
New fear unlocked. We had a bit of an incident a minute ago where come around a corner and then all of a sudden the van just decided it's going to hang loose sideways. Scared the crap out of me. It's 4 degrees and obviously this patch of area here, they get really bad black ice. So can't go down like 50 k's because if you go to turn a corner and the car wants to go straight ahead, you're going with it.
Yeah.
So touch the brakes and lock it up, well, you're just going to slide. So I don't feel like meeting Jesus today yet. So we're going a bit slower.
Yeah.
So.
We're not in a hurry. It was only like, an hour and 15 minutes from where we were camped through to Portland anyway.
It's
so
just
we're
the
just
camp. It's just the campsite we're staying at. We just wanted to get there earlier so we could, unhook the van and go do stuff for the day. But
yeah. Well, plus it's a free camp and it's in the
busy.
Victorian school holidays. Yeah. You can only stay there a maximum 48 hours anyway, so at least there'll be a high turnover. But we don't want to miss out on getting a spot, so we left early and it's still a bit frosty out there.
The funny thing is, it was colder when we left South Australia.
Yeah.
And so it must have got well below 0 here overnight.
Yeah. So, well, I can see the sun peeking out in some spots now.
But you can still see the frost on the side of the road. It's still thick.
It's because of these big pine forests. The sun just hasn't quite risen high enough to really, reach the road and unthaw it all properly. But anyway. We're all awake now.
On the fear calendar, new fear unlocked. Black ice.
So we're still driving along. It's only been a few minutes since our last recording, and we just passed some emus.
Two big emus.
Two really big emus just walking near some of this pine forest.
Yeah.
You would not expect to see emus this far south in Victoria when we're relatively close to the coastline. It was so random.
Yep, there's 2, there's more.
I mean, they're usually like a desert bird that wants the warm environment. That was extremely random. Seeing emus in Victoria.
Yeah.
I wasn't quick enough with the camera to capture them, but yeah, that's crazy.
More emus.
we've taken a short drive from Portland over to Cape Bridgewater. Portland is just filled with fog. It's the thickest fog. You can't see anything, you can't see the water. You can barely see on the road as you're driving. So we thought we'd come over to the Cape, which was a good decision because over here it's completely blue skies and you would have no idea that there was fog just 10 minutes further back on the road. Now there's a few things at Cape Bridgewater that you're able to see, and one of them is the largest seal colony off of, Australian coastline. Now you have to do this big, like 11-kilometer walk though in order to actually reach the lookout where you can see them, and we're not super keen on having to do a walk that big. So Andrew's been trying to send the drone up to see if he can spot them from a distance, but because we're at a cape right at the edge of the coastline, there's some winds when you get further out, which makes it a bit iffy when you're trying to send the drone out. So we haven't been able to spot them just yet. So we've driven over to a different part of the Cape where there is some blowholes at a lookout, as well as a thing called the Petrified Forest. And even though it's called the Petrified Forest, it's not actually trees, it's just rock formations, and they look like petrified tree stumps. So we'll see if that's close enough to walk to. The blowholes are, because that's only 200 meters from where we've parked in the lookout car park. And yeah, we'll see if we can spot anything else cool along the way. Morning.
Hello. Hi.
Cold, but it's beautiful.
It's only the wind that's cold. If there was no wind, it'd be lovely.
No stop.
It's really pretty walks out here along the edge, but it's ruined by these huge turbines. I don't know if you can hear them in the video, but they're pretty loud. So after we went over to the tip of the Cape for Bridgewater, we came back, we parked at the car park where the seal walk starts, and we went in just a little bit and found like an edging where I could kind of use my camera to zoom in, and we could see that there were some seals like near this jetty that's not too far into the walk. So the kids and I are continuing the walk because I was able to spot them from a distance. Andrew will probably be getting some pretty epic drone footage, and hopefully I'll be able to get some closer photos without having to do the whole walk, only go to the jetty. Found some seals. pretty cool, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
And we are down at the port of Portland. The fog has cleared. It is after lunch and Andrew is having a go at fishing in Victorian waters this time. Apparently this is the prime season for squid in the winter in this area, so he's got his fingers crossed that he'll get some today. I was doing a bit of a reading about this port because we're about halfway between Adelaide and Melbourne. This is actually one of the busiest regional ports in Australia. It's interesting to see way off in the distance. They've got piles and piles of logs, so those would be coming from the pine forests that we just saw when we were at Mount Gambier. So that's very interesting. They ship them out from here to go international as an export. And they also do grain and hardwood chips, livestock, and they even ship off parts for like wind turbines and stuff here. And we've seen many wind turbines around this sort of area in this last week and a half in the lower parts of South Australia and then coming into Portland today. So this is a nice little port area. It's very pretty, lots of boats, and there's plenty of people that are fishing off of different parts of the docks. So we are hoping for some good luck today, aren't we?
Yeah. At least a squid or something.
Joshua and I are walking through Portland. Gonna go get some hot chips to eat down by the main port area. And Holly and Andrew have stayed there to try their luck. We're back with chips, and Andrew may have got something. Did you get something? Oh, it looked like you might have got something. Just seaweed.
Caught a crab bite.
You caught a crab.
What? Just out there, and all of a sudden I started to wheel it in.
Yeah.
Oh, dead weight, dragged it. What's that? A little tiny crab
like
on the
this
end.
big.
I only took a few photos. He just got hooked on his claw.
Aw. Well, I got a family chips, which was $10, and I swear this has got to be the biggest chips I've ever seen. Hold the end of that, Holly.
Well,
Pull it out.
that finally got the baby.
Pull.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
goodness.
$10 is huge.
Yeah, wow.
Family chips,
That was
my
me,
goodness. I cannot believe we ate like that entire tray of chips. We're such fatties.
What?
Andrew walks away a defeated man. Apart from catching that little crab, he got nothing. At one point it looked like he had something, but he'd caught himself because he has 2 different fishing lines. And he hooked his other one. Poor Andrew, he just wants to catch some squid or fish.